Guns, specifically gun control, is dominating news out of Washington, D.C. A bill that would block people on the no-fly list from buying guns cleared a hurdle in the Senate, but it is still not clear if it will actually survive. Democrats have ended their sit-in on the House floor after more than 25 hours. Democrats were demanding votes on a gun control measure to strengthen background checks. In Charleston, a group protested at Marion Square. That's what you're looking at right now. They are in support of the Democrats' gun control bill. Now, let's talk first about where our lawmakers stand on these gun control measures. News 2's Ashley Yost has been calling our U.S. senators and representatives all day, and she joins us now from Marion Square, where people rallied, as you just saw, in support of stricter gun laws earlier today.
Carolyn, I reached out to those people who represent us here in the Lowcountry up in Washington. I wanted to know how they plan to vote on gun legislation in the coming days. Senator Tim Scott released a statement saying, "I voted to keep guns out of the hands of terrorists. The amendment I voted for would keep our nation safer while also protecting our due process and Second Amendment rights." Senator Lindsey Graham's doing something not typical of a Republican. He's vocalizing his support of a bill that would prevent people on the no-fly list from buying guns. But he made the distinction saying he thinks this is a terrorism issue and not a gun control issue. Some arguing, well, what would prevent thousands of people from being added to this list of people not allowed to buy guns? Graham says the list would be a specific one, and it wouldn't be based on rumors. It would be based on what the FBI has determined as a terrorist list. And so we also reached out to people here in the Lowcountry, and we posted an informal poll on our Facebook page. The question I had was, have mass shootings changed your stance on gun control? We'll bring you the answers at 6:03. Live right now in Marion Square, I'm Ashley Yost, News 2.
All right, Ashley, thank you. Democrats ended their sit-in on the House floor, declaring they did raise the gun issue to major status in the upcoming election. The sit-in lasted all night and into this afternoon. Democrats demanded votes on background checks for every gun sale and banning gun sales to anyone on a terror watch or no-fly list. We'll bring you more on this dramatic sit-in coming up next on News 2 starting at 5:30. Well, some people right here in the Lowcountry rallied in support of Democrats. The National Action Network held a rally earlier today in Marion Square. We showed you this earlier. They were protesting gun control reform. A state coordinator for the group said they stood in solidarity with the House Democrats as well as those who were killed in the Emanuel 9 attack.
Dylan Roof got a gun and killed 9 people at Emanuel 9 because the background loophole was not closed. You know, we want also Governor Haley to address banning the assault weapon.
Now, Johnson went on to say that too many people have died because of politicians being held hostage, he says, by the NRA, and will fight for gun control reform in November.